So let me ask you something. What, in layman's terms, what would be the benefit of what you're doing versus like IPFS and Arweave, for example? You know, it doesn't have to be like super technical, but
Yeah,
I just like kind of want to hear like the upsell on why someone should build on your data
yeah,
layer versus them.
for sure. So honestly, very valid question, right? Because it's like if we could do it on these and for a bit cheaper, why would we do it here, right? But it's Solana having kind of the entryway of Solana allows for like a lot quicker kind of writes and reads than like using Arweave or Filecoin, right? Which is a little bit longer block times and like to get everything settled, right? Like here you can just upload something quickly, you can fetch it quickly, right? And you can just have it ready for users in a familiar interface, right? Just on the same Solana mainnet. So you don't really have to go cross chain to a different blockchain. You can just do it all on the L1, which is all. And the L1 itself is made Solana. It's made for trading, doing all this other stuff, facilitating all these apps, right? So I find there's a value in not having to go to a bridge to another chain and worry about that, and just being able to get your data very quickly and index it however way you want, like on the layer one Solana.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if you've ran into their content on X, but Ross, and that's a very generic name, I know, but Ross is building
Ross,
like Ross X. I forget I could send you his X handle, but he's pretty much doing the same thing you are. He's trying to limit the amount of dependencies you have elsewhere and just
exactly.
put a wallet literally on the chain itself. Like, so it all lives on the code. You have as long as Ethereum, the blockchain itself lives, like your thing will live. And it's like kind of
Yeah,
like yours too, like obviously
exactly.
the theoretical would be like Solana dies and there goes all that.
Of course, right?
But
If Solana dies, they lose the ledger, right? But then we got bigger issues than that.
1000%. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I like to say. I think at this point, if Solana died, I would be I'd be worried for sure.
it would cause it would not be good.
Yeah, so that's what kind of what I like about what like attracted me and brought me to your project. It was like, okay, it's just like one less thing that you're dependent on, one less bit of code. It's like it's all there essentially, and it's gonna be faster, like you said.
Exactly.
The
Yeah,
lookup
it's
of this database is faster instead of it being like whatever that millisecond is that it adds.
yeah, and just I think also when you take into account like you know the authority over who can own what data, over who can do what with their data, right? Like here, this is permissionless. The blockchain's permissionless, right? You can make your website, you can make your app, you can store whatever data you want. But you're not going to get subpoenaed. It's not going to get taken down, right? Like theoretically, someone could store a Pokemon binary on chain with this, and Nintendo would not be able to get rid of it, like, unless you sue Solana, right? Like it's on the nodes. So stuff like that, it opens up quite doors into like this cypherpunk scene, really, like the very Bitcoin ethos of like, no, we can do what we want with our data, right? Things like that.
Yeah, I've been loving that mantra from like in the last couple months, where a lot of people have been saying make crypto more cypherpunk again, and
Exactly. Yeah.
my bags are happy that all the institutions are here and all the ETFs, like I'm
Yeah.
happy from that perspective. But deep within my core, like that's not the reason what brought me here. Those people that sell unpasteurized milk back in the early 2010s for Bitcoin, like that was the energy I was after. I was like, yeah, let's build a
Hell yeah.
parallel system or something, or a system that might even overtake the one that we have now. So yeah, I do like the cypherpunk aspect of your project.
Thank you.